All right, so Stripes and Coffee here. Got AJ Houday and Houdale here. Holiday, he's going to be in that little box over there in a second. There he is. You're just getting him a little scissor.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
We in there.
Yep, you might have water. I don't know what you got. I guess we should. I got me some vino right now.
So. I don't have any drink.
Stripes and wine, I guess. I don't know.
Not coffee. Yeah, you kind of are making these videos in the morning.
Yes, we're doing them at night. So you know, the watching is Stripes and Coffee. It's a 10 a.m. game again, but you know, our videos are past coffee time. I don't know. Some of us should rebrand, you know, from
Stripes and beverages.
Stripes and whatever the hell you want to drink, right? I don't know. But
whatever you want to drink, exactly.
Whatever you want to drink. Stripes and your beverage of choice. That sounds lame. I don't think it fits on a t-shirt, but
yeah.
All right. So I guess enough being silly. So Seahawks, what week was this? Week 6 already?
Yes, sir. Already, yeah.
And so yeah.
It goes by fast.
Yeah, you know, like well into a quarter of the season and working up towards that halfway point here soon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think? Must win game?
Kind of feels like it with what comes later.
What do you think? Must win?
Yeah, I think so.
I
think so too.
I feel it's must win, and not so much that we're lost if we don't go 3-3, but then we're 2-4. I mean, that sucks, and that's going to be a big hole to dig out. But even more importantly,
the teams we play later.
Right. So this is maybe the last of the easy games, and this is not an easy game. I'm not going to, you know, kid myself here and think that it's like an easy game or a pushover game, but this little stretch was our easier stretch. Then we got our bye, and then we got the 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. So if we lose this game, I mean, I don't know, man. If we win this game, it just almost seems like it flips way around, you know. Now it could go downhill again if we lose the next two, but I think we got to win this game and at least split between the 49ers and Bills. We got to win one of those two games. And
yeah, agreed.
Yeah, that's after winning this one, you know, and even that puts us at 3-4 wins and 4-5, mm-hmm. You know, if that's the case, you know, mm-hmm. If we lose one of those two games. So, but so how you feeling about the Seahawks?
Man, honestly, I feel like they're going to be the best defense that we faced so far.
You think so? I think the Browns is pretty good, but you know,
I think so. I think the Browns are, but like overall, I think Seattle, especially secondary wise.
Well, yeah, I'm going to say that they're tougher than the Cardinals, at least. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they had a good game plan going in defensively with the Cardinals. We've sucked at like picking up those stunts, and they stunted the hell out of us, and they were pretty successful. That's why they racked up a few sacks, although they weren't destroying us. It was just the scheme more than, you know, any individual player. But they got some ballers on the defensive line, I think.
Yeah, Seattle does. They got good. They get pressure on the quarterback. That's why I feel like they honestly, man, they're good.
Yeah, Pete Carroll
and Jamal Adams there. He's coming back this game. That's huge.
That secondary. Spoon has been doing pretty well. You know, that rookie they picked up. So I don't know. They're looking pretty good in the backfield. Now, what do you guys think offensively for them? You know,
for them.
Yeah. So us defensively, their offense. What are we kind of expecting we might see or hope to see for a Bengals win?
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like they up and down to me from what I see. You know, obviously they got weapons at receivers, but I mean, at the end of the day, our secondary is getting better in my eyes. So I feel like we can stand up against them in this game. I just see that carry that momentum over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think. I mean, our defense has looked relatively good, and I don't think that their offense has looked particularly great. You know,
they're scoring some points, but
that is kind of middle of the road.
Gino's done good for him, but I mean, it's Gino. You know, like he's not the guy. You know, he's a pretty good quarterback. You know, he's actually a breath of fresh air. You know, just he seemed to be much better than they thought he was going to be, maybe, and many others, and it's worked out. And I think they have a really good run game.
Mhm.
So that Zach Charbonnet they picked up in the draft, and evidently he's doing pretty good. And who's their lead back?
Kenneth Walker.
Okay. So I think
He's solid too.
pulling it up too. So
And our run defense has been
Yeah.
less good. So that
yeah,
could
our run defense has not been good, but I would counter that with it seems to me like it's been
be big plays.
big plays. We've given up just that trick play or just not containing the edge, and they
Yeah, the bend don't break.
plays. Yeah, well, they just we just give up some big plays which skew the numbers. So you take the big plays away, and you can't take them away because they earned them. They did that to us. We screwed up and gave them a big play, but be that as it may, the numbers really got there due to the fact that they popped off these big plays. That's what it seemed like to me, because with my eyes, it seems like we got a lot of run stuffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, am I wrong in thinking that it seemed like a lot of, oh man, they stuffed them right at the line, like
There was a couple of things here and there. It was like big.
Yeah, there was that one play I remember last week that who was Connor, the
James
guy,
Conner.
James Conner, where he went up the middle, was kind of stuffed, but he spun out of a tackle, and then we didn't contain, and he was off to the races, 40 yards or whatever.
Yeah.
And that trick play where Josh Dobbs kind of faked, and then and then he just ran out the other way and went for however many yards.
Yeah, that was a bit nutty.
Yeah. And then there were a couple other were just some missed tackles. That's the one thing that concerns me. It seems like they're missing a lot more tackles than I'm used to for a Lou Anarumo defense. So
exactly.
But they clean up the tackles, contain the edge, and just don't get tricked on those trick plays. I think we're back to our normal run defense. It doesn't seem like it's that far away if we can just clean up those things.
Just been underperforming a little bit, it seems like.
And just on a handful of plays to skew the number. So I think that's going to be important for them, because I think they are a running team. They're going to want to run the ball, and they're going to want to base their passing game off play action, once they kind of establish that run game. So, we just stuff the run, and we're ready for that. I think, we can keep up with, their receivers. I mean, they got anybody that's scary. Lockett and Metcalf are great, but they're not tier 1 guys. I don't think they're close.
I don't think so either. I don't look at them two as good. I just don't.
Yeah, they're top receivers, but they're not Chase. They're not Devontae Adams. They're not J-Jets. They're,
Yeah,
I feel like you said, their running game. I feel like if they get that going, then that can be challenging for us, since we've been struggling all year. But like you said, though, at the end of the day, if we just bend and don't break, we'll be fine. I feel like.
Keep them off the
I think we've been good at that. I think they're giving up some of those yards, but then not necessarily getting in the end zone.
Really, that Titans game was kind of it. Maybe a little bit. They did score 27 on us, the Ravens game, but
some of that came off of an interception, I guess.
Yeah,
and I guess they still scored there, but
Yeah,
because I don't think the Browns. What it ended up looking uglier. Like, what did they get? They only got like 23 or something, right? And that was where the defense was just coming in after 3 and out every single drive.
And I think that's kind of what happened with the Ravens too, to be honest.
Yeah, they were wore down a bit. Same with the Titans, though, so they probably wore down there, but that really surprised me, giving up some big passing plays. So, and then Derrick Henry was kind of popping off a few, and that one, I don't know what was skewed. But offensively, it seems like one thing that I'm hearing them griping about for us is in this last game, even our third down numbers were still not great on converting, So when we were converting first and second down, because, we were just kind of getting that intermediate game going and just dink, 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 dunk. And, not even really dinking and dunking. Some of them were just like some good 15-yard, 12-yard mini chunk plays, But we were not even getting the third down, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then when we had a screwed up play on first or second down and we were third and long, we weren't converting those. But it seemed like towards the end of the game, we were getting down to like third and short. And we converted a handful of those. We were 3rd and 5 and less. So if we can just have successful first and second down plays, and now Joe's mobile.
Yep.
Is what they were.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I read that he was running sprints for the first time since he had this injury. So if he's running Prince. I mean,
And he was showing mobility the last game, so that's
yeah. So are they going to just stuff the box and try to stuff the run on first and second down, and then YOLO freaking blitz on third? Because you got a statue back there. Yeah, you know what happens when you blitz a Burrow that can do his thing.
I hope they do. I think Pete Carroll has the. I think he wants to do that too against him.
You think you'll want to blitz?
I think so.
I think, yeah, do that at your own peril. I mean, because I think Joe's got enough mobility back. I mean, he showed it last week, and if he's even improved from that, I mean, I don't know. You can't zero me. He said it.
He did say that.
Send the house. But if we can just have a little success in that run game, it seemed like it wasn't bad at times, but
yeah, like it started working, better. But
get a few going pretty good and then get it stuffed. So
it can be better. I agree.
Yeah,
and
because the offensive line is improved. I've seen some times where Joe was sitting in the pocket pretty good. When they picked him up and he had some time back there, they do need to do a little better run blocking, I think. And if they get going with that a little bit, just give us a little bit of run game to lean on, especially late in the game when we need to milk some clock, because it seems like when we get to that clock milking, it's like we're going 3 and out because.
Yeah. And that one instance, you remember when I think it was Travion was the back and he didn't run the play right. Almost caused Joe to get hurt again.
Yeah.
That scared me. That scared me again.
It did, because he got kind of creamed there and he canned it. He canned that play, and it was supposed to be he was supposed to take that ball, I think.
Yeah.
Because he audibled and canned their play, from a key the pass off. And then he's like, because when he looked at him, he's like, come on, man. We canned that play. So, but yeah, I think they kissed and made up, but yeah, he wasn't happy about that. So
I wasn't happy. You gotta, like you were saying, we gotta be able to kill the clock though. Like when we're up having leads, like trying to finish the game, we gotta be able to do that, finish the game out too.
Yeah, with some run game, we've done
with the run game.
Like last year, like we'd run out clock and we'd pass it, but the problem with that is you miss one, then you're stopping the clock. You want to just grind it out like on the ground, so but I won't forget that one KC one where 3rd and 10, he went ahead and passed it to end the game. You remember that to T. Higgins?
Yeah.
They were doing all their timeouts, and if we didn't get that, that might give them another chance. But if he converted that and it was game over,
it was very gutsy.
Yeah, that Burrow pulled out bowling size nuts on that one. I think
Yeah, across the middle. Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, right in the middle, man. Through a dot.
That's why I hope T back this week too. We need him, honestly.
Yeah, I love leaning on Chase, but when you got one thing to take away, now T.I. did a great job though. He had like 5 or 6 catches for like 60, 70 yards. He's shown that he can be a dude to like rely on, but that's not T. Higgins out there. I mean, if we got it going the way we want it to go, they're like, we're not going to let you get it to Chase. Okay, hey T, catch this. Okay, and he mosses your ass. So. When he's a big dude, he does evidently like his great route is that dig route, so I just see him catching those 15-yard, whether it's in or out or whatever, and just kind of eat in the middle of the field there like that with that route.
The sideline catches, he'd be doing those.
There, or
yes, sir.
And he gets it in the seam there.
He's almost always bigger and stronger than the other dudes.
Bigger and stronger and fast enough. He's he's got enough speed, I mean, not a burner, but he's somebody that big, he's just gonna out muscle you. So having him back would be huge. Now we'll see how he plays, man. Like he's playing hurt. He's gonna play through some pain if he is playing. So
yeah.
Might not be himself.
Yep. I'm trying to think of what else might be some factors here. Man, if we get Blackout Trey going the way he's been going.
Oh, yes, sir.
He got 6 sacks already?
Yeah, he's
and he should have 8 or 9, but like 3 were like called back due to penalties that weren't even involving him.
Yep.
Like he got a sack and like, somebody else was holding the face mask or something. Like, I don't know. I think they just blew the whistle because it sucked for the other team. So they're just like, let's help them out, man. Trace killing them.
I feel like we've had a few more penalties than we're used to, and I don't know what's going on with that. Some of them have been kind of bad though, so that might not be anything we can deal with. Like, have been some really dumb penalties, but I feel like we've had a bit more than we've had. So
No, you're right.
be...
Zach Taylor, his teams have been pretty disciplined. It doesn't seem like we'd get a ton of penalties, and some of those passion wins or whatever, like if you get a, like a holding, you're just fighting. Sometimes your hands are in the wrong place. Okay, you can sort of live with that. It's the false starts.
Yeah, we've had a
the
few
things
more
that
of
are just
those
undisciplined, and we've had a few more of those than.
So I hope they can get that
cleaned
up, because I just felt like although like I said, with some of those, it felt like they were very bad.
Yeah.
Also,
a couple of them, I think Kappa
like
got his hand like kind of under a face mask, but then immediately reset it. Just crappy luck, and so it was not wrong. It was just ticky tacky.
And I thought on that same play he got choked out or something, and that wasn't a penalty. It was on. I don't know.
Yeah.
I swear there was someone.
Or you got OBJ just like pulls you down. Whoa!
And then the defender,
Yeah, when he pulls you down, then somehow you pass interference.
So we've had some bad ones that weren't really. I don't know. They were just bad. So
I guess we'll see how that goes. So.
I hope we can clean up the ones we can control, like false starts. That's kind of cut and dry.
Yep.
Yeah, that sets us back, man. We struggle. When we got long ones, we struggle.
Yeah.
I feel like we might well punt the ball after that. For real, we don't even get positive yards hardly.
We've done pretty bad, but I think that's also immobile, bro. Because they know, like, oh yeah, he can't drive the ball. He's not going to send it down the field, and he can't run. So they were able to kind of send the house on those. Now, we just proved that he can put like 60 air yards under that thing, and we got that big touchdown that kind of going to put the fear of God in him again. And he can extend some plays. He can take off and run if he's got to. I mean, that's the way it's seeming. We'll see game time or whatever. We don't know, but it just sounds like he's improved even further.
And they looked improved before.
We might be able to, make up some of those third and longs, but we don't want to be there. That's the whole key, is we really need to be in these third and manageable situations, or stay out of third down altogether. Like
just convert in first.
When we're humming, we don't go past second down. Everything's like a 6 to 12 yard, completion, couple of handfuls of like runs just to keep them honest. So we know we're good, like passing like 35 times a game plus, that's what we do. So how y'all feeling? Is this a dub?
I think so, but I mean, I'm not going to say that.
Wait, we're gonna pass around the Kool-Aid. Ready to drink?
I want some. Yeah, I want some of the same drink.
All right, here.
Yeah, we're winning for sure. Tomorrow we're winning.
We have to go in it like even if we're wrong.
Yeah, a little cautiously optimistic. We're Bengals fans. We know. We always got to go in with like
trepidation,
a little trepidation, like part of the way in, but we've been kind of shedding that, and I think that's why it hurts so bad. Like this year, like the way we kind of stunk it up to start off. It's like we just kind of went all in. We're good, baby, and then they kind of like, well, you're Bengals, so hold on now. It's like. But these aren't those guys, we just.
And I will say the last time we played them, we kind of played like in a different way from when it felt like the wheels were coming off, but then we came back. The last time we played them there, in Cincinnati. So that was the pretty epic.
Those are some interesting tidbits. Yeah, the last time we played them was in 2015, and we beat them at home. I don't remember. Do you remember that game?
Because we played them.
It was a big comeback. I thought it was over with.
Yeah. It was one of those where the wheels were kind of coming off, where they there was a fumble, like Andy Dalton fumbled it and they scooped it up or something and ran it back to the house or some crap.
Yeah, and since we're local, I had people making fun of me because everyone is a.
My gosh, yeah, it was looking bad, right? Those were starting to write off, but then the second half they just started like kind of coming back. It was almost like
we
that.
Used to see.
Yeah, it's like the Falcons Patriots Super Bowl almost, where it like felt over. It wasn't quite that big of a deficit, I don't think, for us.
But it was
like 17-0 or 3.
We never used to come back from stuff like that.
Yeah, when those things, when the wheels came off like that, it was over. This team, they've done it like I don't know how many times.
They've done it against KC.
Good teams, yeah.
So with that being said, that's kind of interesting that last time we played them in Cincinnati.
And to be honest with you, they were saying that they've done really good at 10 o'clock East Coast football. And actually, the only loss they've had in the however many years or whatever they were kind of talking back at
Was
that game against the Bengals. They haven't beat the Bengals at
yeah,
that time
because
slot.
West Coast teams I think can have difficulties going to the East Coast because of that.
Yeah,
time
they're
shift,
playing
so-
early and everything, but they've done really good. But maybe we'll keep them playing shitty. So
Right.
maybe we need to make Gino want to write back and like, yeah, I'm writing back now, and yeah, I'm embarrassed. That whole bit, it's like they wrote me off, but I didn't write back though. It's like, well, let's make his ass write back. So get some pen pals out in Cincy, baby. So, well,
That's an interesting stat.
So yeah, I'm predicting a win, man. Just maybe more so than I wanted, but yeah, it's not going to be easy for this one. Pete Carroll's a good coach, and now they got some people that can play. So they've always had good defenses and everything, and that run game and the way we've been playing it, we got to clean that up. But
I think we're the better team on paper.
We're the
As with a
better
lot of
team.
these games we play, we just have to play like it.
yeah, we got to play like at least 80-90% of that quality players that we have, and then we'll be good, man. So. But all right, we need to get this and man, get back to even, get that bye, get everybody healthy, then go kick the 49ers ass, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, I guess I'm going to shut this recording down. Any final thoughts or last things to put out there in the freaking, I guess, YouTuberverse?
And the internet.
On the interwebs.
Let's go Bengals. That's it.
Yeah.
Let's
Who
go.
did? I guess that's what I put out
about
there.
it.
All right. Stripes Coffee. We out.